My name is Johnnie Timu, 29 years of age. Salmon descent, born and raised in Maniriwa. And currently running a social enterprise called Brown Pride. We've been running for 3 years now. We're a social enterprise aimed at empowering Pasifika and Māori through fitness, arts and community. Fitness in way of the gym space we have here, arts in way of the barbershop and the music studio and our merch. And then community is just all our community work that we get involved with. That's myself in a nutshell. When I first started the program, which was earlier this year, late last year I think, we were just pretty much just going with what the knowledge we had, and me and the boys, me and my mates that we started this with, we pretty much had bare minimum, no PhDs, no flash qualifications. We were just going off passion, and like we're blessed enough that we turned our passion into profit, but it just hit like a stale point where nothing was growing. So for the past sort of year or 2 years, we've just been like riding this just normal wave, just doing our day-to-day, not really challenging ourselves. Once I linked up with Ryan, he was my mentor. He definitely like shook up what we were doing and challenged us on how we were running things and what we could do, or just made us like sort of somewhat be fearless on like the sort of things we chase. Like we're in our I think we were in our comfort zone too much when we first jumped on the program. I think the program supported us, especially like our mentor, just because I've signed up to different mentoring courses, different programs. But with Ryan, it was a bit different. He sort of understood, and he's from the same background as us, another Polynesian. He's been in South Auckland for a while now. And he sort of understand how we as guys do things. We don't want to know the nuts and bolts. We just want to do the thing and just get on with the thing and just do the work. And it was good that he could relate to us and just be down to earth. No flash words, no shit like that. It was just what's the do, and like straight to the point. And I like that, because all those other programs I either dropped off because I was bored or it was too complicated. But I enjoyed this program because it was just straight to the point. I think the program, what challenges it helped us overcome was, one, let us see what the sort of end game could look like to look up to Jackie and Orion, was just because like in our space and in South Auckland, majority of our people are either 95 or studying. Not that anything's wrong with that, but we could see mentors or people that have done it or have been in the game for a while, and that in the start point is encouraging. Like all these other courses that I mentioned, not one of them was a Pasifika person, or not one of them stayed in South Auckland. So it was one that was relatable. I overcame that first like sort of mindset of, oh, can I do this? Is this worth the time? It made us overcome that fear, because we could see product of the hard work. We could see Orion, we could see Jackie, what they're doing. And I overcame that fear. And I overcame the whole fear of like, we needed to be smart. Like we didn't need to be smart. When we went through the course, there's no academic side to it. It's more just figuring out what you need to do, push all the garbage away and all the flash stuff, and just focus on what you need to do. So that overcame all those unnecessary shit that everyone thinks that business is about. A massive skill we picked up from him was productivity and just ROI on your time, like your return on investment on your time, ensuring that everything has a reason that you're there. Because in all honesty, before that, the program, it was just like just being there for the sake of being there, instead of being there with intentions of why you're there. The results that we're seeing now is, one, the team have grown, and one, results is like we're at a space now that we understand our value, and we have the confidence to say no to stuff. Before, our results or what we were doing, we had to say yes to everything just to get numbers through the door. But now that we're more intentional and we know our value as a business, has resulted in us saying no to heaps of things, which is, I thought in hindsight that like saying no to things is the worst thing to do. But now it's like, it's resulted in us being like, nah, we don't need that business, or this is a waste of our time. So I think one of the coolest results is having the confidence to say no to business. And probably the other coolest result is just like we're still stuck in this small gym, But with Ryan, he's showed us ways to leverage online space, digital space, subcontracting other spaces, or going into schools or like working as a third party in other people's spaces. Yeah, whereas before I just thought everything had to be within our business space. So yeah, it's resulted in us like taking on contracts with other schools, other venues, other businesses, instead of just focusing on just doing everything in here. A gem that I've learned from Ryan, probably one of the biggest gems that I've learned from Ryan is that nothing else matters. Like sometimes, especially in our culture, especially with my like upbringing and the way I am as a person, I've always prioritized people before myself. So something I learned from Ryan was prioritizing you so that you're better for other people. It's like that guy will run himself to the ground, working hard to help everyone, but you still try and maintain some time for yourself, whether it's training, whether it's going on a trip or getting away from everyone. Just understanding that fine line between when it's family time, like don't disturb my family. And then when he's going out to do business, that the main priority for him is his family. Sometimes for me, I'm like, oh, do I want to charge this person so much because they're family or the islander? For him, deep down in his heart, which is something that a skill that or a gem that I've sort of implemented in my life, is my kids eating. That's all I have to think of, is my kids eating. Stuff for the other person's going through, stuff their emotions. At the end of the day, am I feeding my kids? And that's the do or die with any business decision now. Is this worth my kids not eating, or is it worth, am I gonna feed my kids with this? So that's how clear that. Sometimes I lead with my heart, and then I put myself and my kids in a bad situation, or myself in a bad situation. But in all honesty, that reflects back to your kids. At the end of the day, your decisions reflect what you're taking back home to your kids, and that's something I picked up from my Ryan. Yeah.